Hey, what's going on, DDO players? Axel here. Today I'm talking all about the new Mimic event, which is live now through March 8th. If you don't know what the event is, basically, for the next few weeks, any chest in the game has a chance of being a Mimic. And if it is a Mimic, when you kill it, you get a mote. And you collect these motes and turn them into cards. 10 motes can be turned into a random card, and those cards can in turn be turned in for prizes. The chart showing what prizes can be gotten from which cards is on the DDO wiki. I'll put a link to it in the description. Also, they're making you pay for a card bag, so I recommend you hang on to your motes until the last day. When the last day comes, clean out your inventory to make space and then turn them all into cards at one time. My reaction to the event, it's okay at best. I really can't complain about an event like this because it's free and I don't see it as part of a VIP subscription. I see this as this event as an addition to the game. This isn't something they had to do. So I really can't complain about it, but it does have some problems which keep it from being as fun as Maybar was to me, or as even Crystal Cove was to me, or any of the other events, frankly. I do think the reward list is a bit lacking. This is supposed to be a replacement event for Maybar, so naturally, all the rewards are the old Maybar loot. However, they didn't upgrade any of the loot. It's still all level 24 max. We don't have any level 28 versions. There's no new additions that I noticed except for a cosmetic pet. Everything else is the same. There are +5 tomes on the list, but they're probably going to be difficult to get. They require some of the higher cards. But that is the reason I'm actually running the event, because I do want a +5 tome. I don't want to bash Maybar loot too much though. Some of the items like the Cloak of Night and the Robe of Shadow are really nice for builds that need them. The Robe of Shadow in particular for Pale Masters can be very nice. But I personally am not interested in any of the old Maybar loot because I already got all the Maybar loot I wanted last time Maybar was active. Like I mentioned before, one of the problems is that the really nice prizes that everyone's going to want, like the +5 tomes, require 9 and 10 cards, and if last year's event was any indication, the 9 and 10 cards are probably much rarer than the cards 1 through 8. And I haven't read anything specifically, but I'm wondering what the rarity is of these 9 and 10 cards. If the chances to get one on turn-in are extremely low, and I can't get one even though I put a lot of effort into farming motes during the event, I'm going to be disappointed, and a lot of other players are going to be disappointed as well. I think some randomness in an event is good. It keeps things interesting, so it's not just a long grind. And they actually do allow you to trade an 8 and a 9 card to get a 10 card, but they probably should have made a separate NPC trader where it's possible to combine all the lower cards in some kind of way to eventually build yourself up to that 9 and 10 card if that's the only ones you want. Bottom line is, this is an anniversary event. This is supposed to be a fun event, a rewarding event for the players, and if you put a lot of effort into farming these modes, you should have a near 100% chance over these couple weeks to get any item you want from the list. If the 9 and 10 cards have a very low generation chance at the NPC trader, most people probably aren't going to be able to get what they want, and they're going to be disappointed at the end of this event, and they're going to feel like they wasted a bunch of time. Also, one thing about this event that I'm not a fan of at all is there's no level cap at all on the Mimic spawns, and no matter what level quest you are running, the drop rate of motes is 1 per Mimic in all content and all levels. So, what are most people doing? Almost everyone is running Irestone Inlet continuously because it's an easy quest, it's a level 4 quest, and it has tons of chests in it. So, that's what the event encourages, and it's silly to me that the design of the event encourages level 28 characters to run level 4 content and discourages level 28 characters from running content that's actually in their level range. There's no challenge introduced in this event. At least the old Maybar event had some challenge in it. The trash mobs could be dangerous in the wilderness area. The Maybar raid portion, the boss encounter, you could die. And the event actually encouraged some socialization, some party tactics, and interesting play. I remember dying a lot during Maybar in the past, but during this event, I'll never die because I'll be running Irestone Inlet continuously because that's what the event encourages and rewards. If nothing else, I think they could have at least put some kind of mimic ransack on the chest, such as maybe 3 mimic spawns per day per chest, so that people at least were required to switch up the content they're running a little bit. The farming portion of this raid is just way too easy and too monotonous. I want some kind of challenge offered in this event. Maybar offered that in the past, and this event does not offer it. And I want some option to face, even maybe face higher challenges for higher moat drops. Running Irestone way over level until my eyes turn red, as the event encourages, just isn't interesting to me. And I know I don't have to run the event that way. I could run level appropriate content, but that's not what the raid encourages and rewards, and that's my point. So overall, I just can't give more than a so-so review to an event that lacks any challenge and rewards and encourages characters to run way over level. Look, I don't want to come off as bashing this event too much. I know this is icing on top of the cake, that developers did not have to do this. This is a free event offered to us, the players, so I appreciate that the developers are offering us something free, something that, so that they're trying to make interesting. All I'm going to say, though, is I can't say that I like the event, and I won't enjoy it as much as other events I did in the past. I'm going to run the event and farm Irestone some because I want a +5 tome. But while I do it, I'll probably be listening to music, watching YouTube, because the event doesn't actually require that I pay attention to the game, which is unfortunate. Leave a comment and let me know if you're running this event, if you enjoy the event, if you like it, or if you don't like it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe and tell your DDO friends and guildies about my channel. Thanks for watching.